Hello YouTube, I'm Dave from Team 2O. I'm here to give you an update on my agents again. So we're going to run through this quick, fast, and concise, just because I've explained this to you before, and it's a pretty simple deck. So 3 Christias, 3 Hyperions, 3 Earth, to search out your 3 Venus, which sets up for your 3 Shrine Balls, and you run 2 Herald for negation, 1 Thunder King, because I have 3 calls in this deck, so it comes back pretty quickly, and whenever I kind of feel like bringing it back. So that and 1 Honest, obviously. So that's the monsters. I run 3 trade-ins now. I bumped it up to 3 just because it helps get rid of the dead Christias and Hyperions, and it's good draw power. Not to mention that Christia can be good in the grave when you've got your calls, and since I run 3, it works out pretty good. I moved Duality down to 2 because although I don't special much, I special enough so that it can be annoying. And I didn't like running 42 cards, so I just moved it down. 2 MSTs for back row clearance, 1 Mind Control, 1 Book of Moon, and 1 Dark Hole. All pretty self-explanatory. Let's see. So now we got traps. I run 3 Call of the Haunted. Again, so mainly it's to exploit the 2 8-stars in the deck and the Thunder King. Especially because it's a trap and I can kind of activate it whenever. And also another thing I found out is if you're chaining this card to something, like let's say I want MST and I chain this to it, my opponent wouldn't have the opportunity to activate a torrential because it would come too late on the chain. But by the time this resolved, there would be no window in order for you to activate it. So you wouldn't be able to activate torrential, bottomless, so I would be able to save myself. Let me think. Did I say that right? Right? Yeah, because if I go MST, and then chain, that resolves at first. So yeah, you wouldn't be able to do anything. Okay. 2 Fiendish Chain for negation. Like I said, the Herald can be cloggy, so I like to run 2 Fiendish Chain because all you need for Fiendish Chain is Fiendish Chain. 2 Deep Prisms for removal, 1 Torrential, 1 Bottomless, 1 Solemn Warning, 1 Compulse, and finally 1 Starlight Road, which I have started running in most of my decks now because honestly it works so good. Especially with Exciton Night out now, it's imperative, I feel. It's just way too live. Extra deck now, I run 3 2-stars. I got you bring out most. Sometimes you do him to set up for Christia and also just to swing for game. And Dark Mist is imperative at times. It can just be so useful. I mean, it can run over anything. 1 3-star. I don't bring out 3 as much, but when you bring out this guy, it's good because it protects you. My equipped is really good like that. I got 1 Silent Honors finally. It's going to work great, especially in my Gravekeepers too, just because, although I don't run many 4s in here, it's a good option to have because he has multiple uses. 1 Felgrand, I bring him out occasionally with my Hyperions, and it's a great play. It works really well. 1 Armory Arm for the option. 2 5s, 1 Android, and 1 Catastor. I'll bring out Catastor more, but occasionally it's nice to just sit on the Android and just gain life points. 1 HTS. He's a good 20 or 6-star. I like him better than Gaia, as I probably said before, because he's got the DD Warrior Lady effect. 1 Black Rose, obvious 7-star. 3 8s, 1 Stardust for Starlight Road, 1 Angel of Zera, just to honestly just be exploited, and 1 Scrap Dragon, so I can use the calls to my advantage, because a lot of times there'll be calls that just kind of sit there. one of the problems with that is I can't run Gores. And 1 Leo. So that completes the extra deck. Go over the side deck quick. I side 1 Herald, because Herald, although it can be dead sometimes, it's extremely useful against some decks. Because some decks, they'll just go hard and then they'll use an effect. It's like, boom, negate. And it's hilarious. MST, that's where the third one would be. 3 Deep Dark Trap Holes. These are actually mine now. I got one of these last night, so I do have all of them now. They're worth nothing, but I expect them to be useful, especially with the pendulums that are coming out. And stay tuned. I'm going to be putting up another video pretty soon involving pendulum summons to explain them, because a lot of people don't understand how they work. Dust Tornado, I run 2 of those, again, for bad clearance. 2 summon limits. I haven't really used this much yet. I may take it out. I've been trying it out just because I don't summon all that much, but it depends. And it's a good out against some other decks. 2 Shadow Imprisoning Mirrors for dark decks. You gotta run dark, so it works good. 1 Soul Drain and 1 Transmigration Prophecy. Card that's not seeing a lot of play this format, but it's a good card in general because it shuffles cards back into the deck. And also, for me, I can put back two Shine Balls and then use them again later on, which I never thought of doing. I saw it on, I think it was a video by the Cali Effect or something. It was a pretty good idea. So props to the Cali Effect. Anyway, yep, that's the video. And comment, rate, subscribe, and tell me what you think. We're Team 2-0.